What's up guys, Tyler Seaman here. I know it's been a while since my last tutorial, but I just had to show off my new tattoo. My new tattoo is, you can probably tell, in homage to my favorite boxer, Mike Tyson. And I got it because there's another Davinci Resolve YouTuber named Daex who stole one of my effects that I posted in his Discord server, and he shared it on his TikTok. This one, in fact. And I couldn't let that stand. So we're going to have a boxing match whenever I find out where he is. We're going to travel there, we're going to set up a prize purse of a whopping $400, and we're going to box it out until one of us is on the ground. And we will be then crowned the Davinci Resolve YouTube Editor Supreme. So I'm coming for you, Dax. I'm coming for you strong, and when I find you, you're going to be on the ground, and I'm going to be the Davinci Resolve YouTube Editor Supreme, or whatever it was that I said earlier. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm a big fan of Go check out his YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description. No, this is going to be all about the surface tracker. This is studio only, so if you're on the free version of Resolve, this really isn't the tutorial for you. Or maybe this will be the tutorial that pushes you over the edge to investing in studio, which I highly recommend. It's a great investment. 300 bucks, you own it for life. I'm rambling. Let's get right into the tutorial. And I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. Import your footage to the edit page and make your appropriate cuts for the clips that you want to apply the tattoo effect to. You can see here I've already done that. Then make sure you take some time to circle the beautiful face that you're going to be applying the tattoo to. Then you bring in your tattoo image. Make sure it's in a format that supports transparency and place it above your footage clip. Extend the image so that it is covering up the equal length of the clip that you're going to apply it to. Select both medias, right click, and create a new Fusion clip. Then we're going to enter Fusion. You can do this by clicking the symbol down on the bottom taskbar, or you can just press Shift 5 and it'll do the same thing. Go ahead and arrange your media sources to the way you like it. I renamed my media sources just for organizational purposes. I made my background footage my stupid face, and I made the tattoo image sick tat. Oh hey, it's me again. I'm in a major kill bathrobe and glasses. Isn't that fun? So anyways, what we're going to do next is we're going to convert the tattoo image into the same color space as the background footage, just for shits and giggles. So to convert the tattoo image into the same color space as the background footage, we're going to use a color space transform node. So we don't actually know the input color space or input gamma for the image that we got off the internet, so we're just going to assume that it's sRGB for both. The output color space and the output gamma depends on what camera you filmed with. So this was filmed on a Sony FX3, and that means that the color space was S-Gamut3 Cine, and the gamma was S-Log3. So go ahead and change that. So because this image has an alpha channel, we're going to add an alpha divide and an alpha multiply to the branch, and this is so that the alpha channel will play nice with the comp. So go ahead and add an alpha divide node directly after the tattoo media node and an alpha multiply node at the end of the pipeline before the merge. This alpha multiply node should stay there for good. Now that we have our image branch set up, all we have to do is select all of them, shift click and drag it off to the side. We're going to deal with that later. Now we're going to press shift spacebar and enter in surface tracker. Create a separate branch off the main media source and bring the surface tracker into the first viewer by pressing 1. Or into the second by 2. Do what you want, it's your face. Now that we've got our surface tracker pulled up in viewer rid, start placing points all along the area that you want to place your tattoo. Make the area a bit generous in size, but don't get too close to the edge of your face because this can cause some issues. Do some micro adjustments to refine your tracking area. When you're happy with your tracking area, depending on where you want your tattoo, you may need to click this button to add a hole. The purpose of the hole is to tell the surface tracker, hey, don't pay attention to this part. Treat it like that neighbor kid that was dropped on his head as a baby. You know the one I'm talking about. In the case of my eye, I placed the points of the hole all around the eye socket, avoiding the eyebrow as best as I could because that caused some tracking issues. When you've got your hole points placed, go ahead and press the mesh button. This is going to create some interconnected acne on your face. This next part is to taste, but I increased the point number limit value to about 70 and the minimum point spacing to about 11. Play around with it and see what works best. Now that we've got our mesh formed, head on over to the tracker section. The only thing I changed here was changing the tracker quality from faster to better. Double click the arrow symbol to track forward and then backwards from the playhead. When your tracker's finished, the clip will play through itself without any interruption. The trackers will look like they didn't track correctly, but just wait it out. I know it's weird, it's probably a bug or something. When the clip is done playing through, you can scrub through the clip to check the surface tracker's job, and in this case it looks pretty good. Now we can grab that tattoo image branch we prepared earlier and connect it to the surface tracker's foreground input. Add a transform node after the alpha multiply node. This alpha multiply node should stay there for good. Liar! So we can adjust the size, angle, and position of the tattoo. You could do this within the surface tracker, but I find using a transform node to be a little bit more efficient. Jump into the surface tracker node and adjust softness, contraction, or expansion, and throw a little bit of motion blur on there for good measure. It's also a good idea to drop the opacity a bit to give the tattoo just a little bit of realism. And with all that done, merge the surface tracker node back over the main pipe to apply the branch to the comp. If you want, you can add a blur node to the branch to give the tattoo a bit of blur. You can add some minor adjustments to the softness or motion blur, whatever makes the tattoo look good to you. After copying the same process for the other two clips, pulling off the tattoo wipe away effect was pretty simple. It was a short clip and I wouldn't get a good track with my hand obscuring my face, so I just matched the tattoo's positioning to the last clip as best as I could, then manually keyframed this position to the end. By then, it was just a matter of creating a mask and keyframing the shape of it to match my hand's position, add a bit of soft edge to the mask, and bang bang boom. And when that's all said and done, all that's left is jumping into the color page and applying your final color grade, exporting it, and you've got yourself a perfectly tracked artificial tattoo on your face for your next bout against the YouTuber that you have contention with. Big thanks to fellow Davinci Resolve YouTuber Jay Lippmann for the idea for this video, and another big thanks to for lighting a fire in me to make this tutorial. And that's it. That's the end of the video. Go make yourself some awesome new artificial tattoos, freak some people out, don't actually fight anybody. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.